What you're looking at is one of the rarest cars built in the United States. It may also be the dirtiest. This vehicle is so rare that you may not even believe that it ever existed. This is one of those mythical creatures that few have ever seen in person. What you're looking at is my 1991 Geo Prizm GSi, one of only 237 GSi hatchbacks built that year. This is an insanely rare car. The 91 GSi hatchback is more rare than a 69 Shelby Mustang GT500. It's more rare than a 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. That Vette easily commands over $200,000 at auction, and this Geo, not even close. I paid $1,000 for this car, which was still probably a little bit too much. You may have noticed that this Prizm is in extremely rough shape. With 181,000 miles, it's been used and abused, like any good Econobox should have been. The paint is trashed, the trim pieces are sun-baked. There's a nice dent in the door and it's missing the incredibly hard to find GSi emblem. The Geo badge on the grille is battered, the red stripe is completely faded. The dashboard is a disaster. The interior trim pieces are falling apart. The rear hatch only opens if you jam something under the lever. It goes on and on. Even if this car was in pristine condition, it wouldn't be worth very much, mainly because nobody remembers this car. Well, maybe you do because you clicked on the video, but you're in the minority. Most people under the age of 30 don't even know that Geo was a car brand, let alone a brand that sold a totally rad performance version of their simply adequate Prizm. But I'm here to change that. I need the value of these cool, rare old Geos to go up, so I can get a return on my investment if I decide to sell this thing. So even with all the problems that this car has, I'm still incredibly happy that I purchased this thing. And now you may be asking yourself, but why? Why in the world did I buy this beat up old thing? I owned a nearly identical Prizm GSi back when I was 19. It was the nicest car I had ever owned at the time, and I was forced to sell it because I couldn't simultaneously afford car payments and college tuition. I've long viewed this car as the one that got away. So I was really excited when I came across this vehicle. Not because I wanted to relive the past, but because this obscure little car really is something special. And it has a unique place in automotive history, even if few people appreciate that. All right, let's go hit a car wash and get this old thing cleaned up. I lost power on the freeway and it just died. I was luckily able to get it over to the side of the road, but now I can't get the thing started. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen to this video. I was planning on doing a whole thing about the history of this car and driving it to a couple different places, but it's not running at the moment. I heard a couple clunking sounds as I was slowing down, like possibly the engine blew apart. Kind of thinking that perhaps it was some major internal malfunction. Guess I gotta call AAA and get out of this mess. Okay, so I got the Geo home thanks to that tow truck driver, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this video now. I had plans on taking it on a little road trip, doing a little road test, and telling you about all the things that were wrong with it, like it crunching in third gear and all that, but those problems don't really matter much now because the car does not run. Well, in light of the engine exploding, I really need to rethink my plan for this car. When I first bought this GSi, my plan was to restore the thing and give it a fresh paint job, redo the interior, but now I'm not really sure that makes a whole lot of sense for me anymore. It would take a ton of work with hard to find parts, all to create a car that wouldn't really be worth much more than it is in its current condition. I'm completely torn. On one hand, this car's so rare that it kinda deserves to be restored. But on the other hand, it's maybe just too far gone. I guess now that we're stuck at home with this old car, let's talk a little bit about why the Geo brand name even existed. Let's consult with the way back machine. Back in the late 80s, General Motors hastily pieced together the Geo brand as a somewhat desperate effort to compete with the influx of small, reliable import cars coming out of Japan. Instead of designing some new small cars of their own, GM slapped Geo emblems on this Toyota-designed Prizm, along with rebadging some Suzukis and Isuzus. Some Geos actually sold quite well, but the Geo brand only lasted until 1997. Thanks, way back machine. The GSi shares a very similar story to my 1988 Chevy Nova twin cam. Like the Nova, the Prizm was derived from the Japanese market Toyota Sprinter and was built in the Numi factory, a joint effort between GM and Toyota. Like the twin cam was to the base Nova, the Prizm GSi was the performance model in the Prizm lineup. The GSi came with Toyota's 4AGE twin cam motor, pushing out almost 30 more horsepower than the base model. Just like my Nova, it came with a red stripe and badging, sport suspension, disc brakes, upgraded wheels, and an optional 5-speed manual transmission. The Prizm GSi was really the spiritual successor to the Nova twin cam, and they both shared a similar fate. Neither sold very well. What would you do if you owned this car in this condition? For me, there certainly is some nostalgia at play, as I really do have fond memories of the Prizm I owned back in the day. Fixing it up might be fun, but it would be a really tough, expensive road with hard to find parts. Should I just ignore all that and do it? Or maybe swap out the motor and drop in something a whole lot more powerful? Or just sell the car to somebody that has a whole lot more time, experience, skill, and money than I do? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And on that note, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have more videos on my fleet of terrible cars and travel to some really interesting places coming soon on my channel. If you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button and also click that bell icon on my channel page, and that will allow you to get notified when my videos go up. Thanks so much. See you later.